welcome back to my channel and welcome to a thrift with me. I'm super excited because I feel like I haven't done one of these in ages, and I also have several hours to myself this afternoon to just go thrifting with no children in tow, which is such a luxury. I wanted to do this video because I went to the thrift store the other day and got two things that I am so excited about, and I was so excited to find them in the store that I started just filming on my phone and decided that would be the first part of this video. So I'm gonna go through them with you guys before we head into the Goodwill that I'm currently parked outside of. The first thing is something I've been looking for so long, and it is this set of 4 solid wood chairs for our breakfast nook. We have had mismatched, broken chairs at our dining nook for the longest time, and I really just wanted a nice set, something solid wood that would last for us. But I really didn't want to spend like $100 per chair. That just seems ridiculous to me. So I have been looking every single time I go to the thrift store, and this time I found a set of 4. Which seemed crazy to me, but I was so excited about it. They are that like kind of more orangey 90s stain that isn't my favorite. So let me know, should I use liquid sandpaper to try to get it back to like a more neutral wood color, or is that too much work and should I just paint them all black? The other thing I got is this big art print, and it is the most beautiful like cottagecore vibe. I really loved it. It was $8, so I brought that home as well. I almost got this little mango wood side table. It did have a bunch of these rhinestone stickers on it, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get them off, and I also didn't really have a place for it, so I did put that back, but it was really pretty. I thought this picnic basket was so charming. I loved the gingham inside. This Velveteen Rabbit book was so pretty. I loved the art style, but it was just a little too old for my kids. It was very text dense. And then I went looking for kids' clothes. I didn't find much. There were some cute girls' clothes, like these little knit pants, this pointel cardigan, and I really like this sweater dress, but it was just a little bit too expensive to justify. I also saw these little wooden birdhouses, which I was so close to getting these because I thought it would be such a cute project to do like a little fairy house village. But I have so many craft supplies already. Oh, and then this gingham dress. I regret not getting this. This was a blue gingham dress. It wasn't my size, so I think it would have been too baggy on me. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, could I have just altered it? Because it was vintage and I loved the print. It was so pretty. But I have driven a ways today to some thrift stores because this area has like 3 or 4 of them all pretty close together. So I thought it would be nice to go into multiple ones. And I have a few things on my list today. The first thing are a few craft supplies. I want to get something like a bed sheet or some fabric and a small lamp to do a DIY for an Instagram reel. I also want to look for clothes in the next size up for Juniper because her next size up section in her closet is a little bit sparse. She was in 9 to 12 for so long that I feel like I just accumulated a ton of like 6 to 12 and 9 to 12, and I don't have a lot of 12 to 18 or 18 to 24, and she is going through a massive growth spurt right now. She went from like the 10th percentile in weight to like the 40th, so I feel like we're gonna be switching sizes pretty soon here. And then I also have like my lust list, I think is what you call it, where it's like absolute dream items that you would only find like once every 20 times you go to the thrift store, or things that you probably would never find at all, like the Lenox Spice Village and crazy stuff like that. So if I happen to find any of those items, of course I will get them. But what I'm trying to avoid is impulse purchases. Here's our list for the day, and we are going to try our best to stick to this list to get what we need and not get more. So let's go into Goodwill because that's our first stop. So our first stop is Goodwill, and I always get people asking me how I find such good things in the thrift store, and the truth of the matter is that 95% of what I find is junk. My 2 tips to thrifters who are starting out wanting good stuff is, number 1, definitely have a podcast that you can listen to while you're thrifting, and number 2, always go around the store twice. Basically, both of these things are designed to help you be really thorough and to have more patience when you're looking, but also be mindful of whether something is actually a good deal or not, because Goodwill prices have gotten crazy. And for example, this lumbar pillow from Target probably was about the same amount on sale at Target. The first thing I always look for is colors, patterns, and textures that I like, and if something catches my eye that's like in my color palette or that has fabric that looks high quality, then I will go in and look closer at it. The home goods in this store were so overpriced though. I found one little dress for Juniper, and these shoes killed me because I literally just bought these exact same shoes new online, and here they are, new with tags at the thrift store. I did have decent luck in the DIY category though, so I got a little embroidery hoop. And I've really been obsessed with these crystal containers to make candles out of after I did it in my last vlog. All right, step one accomplished. I got 4 things. I spent $16. Oh man, the prices in that Goodwill were crazy. The first thing I got actually was on my list. Yay, little embroidery hoop. I'm doing a DIY for this as well on Instagram. I got 1 piece of clothing for each of the kids. This little basic rust-colored Zara top for Rowan was $3.99. He constantly needs more clothing for school, like constantly. And I also got this cutie little dress for Juniper. It's just a Carter's dress, but I liked the pattern and it's a really soft flannel material. And this was $3.99 and it's in size 18 months. So that should be perfect. And then lastly, this wasn't on my list, but it is something that I thought I would have to buy from like Target or Amazon. So it was actually lucky that I found it at thrift store. These are planner stickers from Bando. I recently got a paper planner again. I'm still using Notion for like almost everything, but I don't know if it's just like an ADHD dopamine thing or what, but I felt like I needed to switch up just my weekly planning process and like how I'm looking at my to-do lists. So I just got like a cheap paper planner from Target and I've been using that for a couple weeks. And it's been nice to just be able to like physically flip through something. So these are all stickers for your planner. They make it aesthetic and they keep you from having to write out a bunch of stuff. So like got like girls' night and meal planning stuff and errands, and I don't know, I just thought it was a good deal for $1.99, or was it $2.99? It was $2.99. That's my little haul. I am feeling pretty hungry now. So I think our next stop is going to be to go get lunch. I'm feeling like I want Greek food. Matt and I went to Greece on our honeymoon way back when. If you're on my Patreon, you've seen the honeymoon vlog. Every so often, I just get this strong craving for this place that they had on Ia called Pito Gyros. And I haven't found anything that's like as good in the States, but most gyros places are pretty decent. So I think I might try to find one of those. Then we'll go to some more thrift stores. The food is acquired. That looks insanely good. Oh my god, it's all over me. It's so good though. I drove to Valley Village and I'm just sitting here eating in my car because the moms know what a luxury it is to just like sit and eat or listen to a podcast or drink your coffee in your car by yourself. It sounds weird, but it really is a treat. Something I'm adding to my little brunch situation. Does anybody know what this is? This is the Citrus Ginger Daily Essential. It's a real food vitamin by Gem, and I have to say a big thank you to Gem for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I've been on a health journey. I have really been trying to figure out what's going on with my body, and one thing that I know that my doctor wants me to have on lock is my vitamin and nutrient situation. So I went out and bought bottles and bottles and bottles of vitamins, and Matt and I like to joke that it was like my pharmacy at night because he would hand me this massive thing of supplements and it was so tedious to take. So I was really excited when I found these daily essentials from Gem. Turns out that the best way to get your vitamins is not to take a pill because they contain a lot of like additives and preservatives. For the best bioavailability, you can eat your vitamins in real food. Gem has designed these with a pastry chef, so they actually taste really amazing. I really look forward to it in my morning routine now. All of the delicious whole food ingredients work together to help your body absorb them. And of course, these are all science-backed, so they worked with a specifically hand-picked scientific advisory board. And this is the result. It's so refreshing. It's almost got like a cookie vibe to it, but softer, which I love. So results obviously vary based on your body and what your body needs, but some of the benefits that I really love from this is it can help your mood and energy. It also has benefits for your hair, skin, and nails, which I desperately need, you guys know. It can also help your bone and brain health, your immunity. They are genuinely so cool. If you want to try Gem out for yourself, you can go to the link in my description, which is dailygem.com/MeganAcuna, and use my code MeganAcuna to get 50% off of your first month. Next up was good old Value Village. Value Village overall is probably my favorite thrift store to go into. I feel like it's usually pretty well organized. They have a good seasonal section. They also have good sales. I fell in love with this ship painting for Rowan's room and the rustic wood frame. I just thought it was so cool looking. They also had really great baskets today, and I almost got this one, and I'm kind of kicking myself now for not picking it up because it was so cute. I did, however, get this one for our pantry makeover video, which hopefully will be coming next month. Cutest little blueberry cottagecore mug, but I know Matt would kill me if I came home with any more mugs. And again, I'm just trying to really take my time here and make sure I see everything, move objects so I can see what's behind them, and that's usually how I find the best stuff. I had really good luck in the materials section at this store. So I found this really gorgeous pillow cover, and it is from the Target McGee line, and it was only $2.99, so I thought that was a very good deal. And I also found this really pretty fabric for a DIY I talked about earlier, and another basket. Didn't have much luck with kids' clothes at this one though. I was very tempted by this like cottagecore Belle-esque kind of costume. Another one of my best thrifting tips for clothing specifically is to always look at the go back rack, because some of the best stuff at the thrift store is stuff that people have contemplated buying and then taken out of their carts for some reason, so I always look there. All right, Valley Village was a big success. I spent $23. I got 5 items. So first of all, I got 2 baskets, which I can't show you because one of them is very large. I also got 2 different fabric choices for the lamp that I was going to make. This one's actually a pillow cover, and it's so pretty. It might have to stay a pillow cover, but I just thought together, this like light sagey green stripe, like those are just so gorgeous together. And I did make one impulse purchase for Rowan's room. It's a cute little boat painting, and he has like a little wooden sailboat in his room, and he has one wall that's very bare that I've been meaning to put something on. So it's not like completely out of left field, but it was not on my list today, so small deduction of points for that. But otherwise, I'm really excited about what I got, and I'm seeing that there is a Salvation Army literally across the street, so I'm going to go there as our last stop of the day. The Salvation Army thrift store is my favorite for cottagecore decor pieces. I don't know if it's just because the demographic who donates here might be a little bit older, but they always have the cutest little cottagecore knickknacks and pottery pieces. This mid-century rocking chair was so beautiful, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get it, but I don't have any place to put it. Does anybody know what this is for? Okay, I ended up making one more stop to another Value Village because I know this one specifically almost always has these little Target lamps, and I did in fact find one for $3.99. So that'll be perfect for my DIY, and I already have the lampshade for it. So let's go home and style some of this stuff. I'm gonna keep the baskets for the pantry makeover. Be sure to check out my Instagram for all of the little DIYs we're gonna do. I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed coming thrifting with me. I love you guys a lot, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!